This is Anna Imagination with the Healing Garden, and welcome to Shifting Perspectives. So in my last video, my nerd came out, and I had an idea, and I went, oh yeah. So this is me saying, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it yet. I'm thinking when I'm playing Skyrim, oh yeah, totally. I could totally see me doing like ESO as a group with some of you guys. And while I'm doing this, I'm just analyzing life, the universe, and everything. Literally, oh my God. I have a scheduled, it's not scheduled, but I have a pending topic that's coming called costumes. Why we wear costumes, what our costumes say about us. Whenever you decide on a costume, you are tapping into your shadow self. Fun fact, BDSM is just a bunch of Halloween shit. True story. It's the world of Halloween where you get to say, yay, I get to be myself finally. And I really, really love to play with authority, power, and control. Whereas Halloween just focuses on, yay, I get to be my true self. But every time you choose an avatar, every time you open up a video game and you get right down deep into it, you are literally pulling apart who and what you are and putting it out there. Which is why a lot of us are men playing girls online and girls playing men online. Which is why a lot of us are playing thieves or rogues or the knight in shining armor. Because we had either hoped that we could be that. We project ourselves onto our avatars all the time. That's all we're doing. That's what an avatar is. You project yourself onto an avatar. So I can see me playing Skyrim online, running around, and then seeing all the people and just going, oh, yummy. And just based on how they play their character, oh, good God, would this be fun? So I'm going to do it. I'm going to put together Anna's healing gaming thing. And while we do this, I want to talk about life, the universe, and everything. Yeah, this is what I want. So this is going to be part of Anna's Lounge. Yep, I'm going to have Anna's Elite and Anna's Lounge. And Anna's Lounge is where my nerd and my chill and my everything's relaxed comes out. Anna's Elite is where I celebrate life. Sometimes things come together for me and I just stand there and I stare at it and I see where I am, and it was there the whole time. That's what's waiting for you. That's what it's going to be like for you. That's what it's like for all of us. Every person who's told me about their journey. I don't just tell people my theories. A lot of people come to me. They tell me their stories. I've had people come to me and tell me where they are in the perspectives. I have other people coming to me and telling me where they are in their healing. It's like I got to the other side of the healing, and the first thing I did was wander alone for a while, and then I found two of you, and I was surprised, and I went, you're healed too? You made it through? And then we compare backstories. There's only one person who suffered like I did, and there is no hope for him. No. There is no hope for him. And I talked to a lot of people. And they told me all of their path and all of their story and how far into the healing they got. The healing is 5th and 6th, by the way. 5th and 6th is when you do your healing. 2s through 4s, 1 through 4s, that's trauma years. This is going to be really horrible, people, but it's true. Perspectives 1 through 4. Perspectives 1 through 4 are the trauma years. The trauma perspectives. Perspective 5 and 6, that's the healing perspective. 7, 8, 9, that is the manifestation and the authenticity perspective. I've had 4s come to me trying to tell me about manifestation. I've had 2s tell me about spirituality and the way of the universe. I've had 3s just come out and assault me. I've had 6s revere me. I've had 7s and 6s scold me. I've had a lot of 6s pompously tell me that I need to learn humility. There are good people who are 8s and bad people who are 8s. But I think there's more good than bad. No, I take it back. I don't believe anyone's bad who gets to a 7, 8, 9. I don't believe you can. The Bible talks a lot about reincarnation, about rebirth and being born again. Being born again implies, no, it is, because it's literal, is referring to the 6th and the 7th perspective, because it is literally like being born again, because you are, which is why at the 7th perspective, you can't talk. There really are 12 perspectives. The first 6 and then the second 6. These are the God years. These are the immortal years. These are the mortal years. These are the mortal years. 7 and up are the immortal years. When you can feel the energy like this, you know how to reverse aging. I'm 43 years old and have suffered through a lot of trauma. I shouldn't look like this. I manifest on a regular basis the healing of my own DNA. I imagine the energy literally cleansing it all. I imagine the energy fusing each one of my cells. And I imagine literally restoring the integrity of my molecules and my DNA. Well, I guess DNA is just the programming from genetics, so I guess my molecules and my cells. I do that on a regular basis, constantly, every day. I imagine the energy just flowing in and restoring the cells. I imagine we're going to get really good at it. I've talked to people who can reverse their eyesight with this. You guys are talking about manifestation, houses, and $500. There it is. Conscious awareness is the fruit of knowledge. Conscious awareness is knowledge. Manifestation is the other one. The apple represents perspective. Once you gain perspective, you can manifest. But you have to gain perspective. The last 12 hours, I've stepped back at the garden and I just looked at it and it waterfalled. This massive oh, it's so simple. It is so simple. I now have to break down my website and rebuild it in a simple manner, which is why I have my Linktree account. My Linktree is the simple version. And I'm still breaking it down because, well, perspectives 5, 6, 7, 8 of me really messed things up. Perspectives 5 through 8 were very complicated people. So here I am at 9 going, why did you complicate that so much? We can really simplify this. So I'm simplifying the garden. This is the simplification. This is what I'm doing. It is the simplification. All right. The simplification. I'm looking forward to this stage of my life. The simplification. I am in the simplification. I am in the simplification stage. Because in simplicity there is truth. All right. So the simplification stage looks like this. I have the garden. Welcome home. Here, the communities are broken down by perspective. Now, you can go wherever you want in the garden. You do not have to stay in your perspective. You can go to the second, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth perspective. You can go anywhere you want. But there's one rule. Respect the perspectives of all. I'm going to give you boundaries so you know how to walk between perspectives. I am going to teach you how to walk between perspectives so that you can talk to your parents and be understood, so you can talk to your partners and be understood, so you can talk to your children and you can understand them. I'm going to teach you the language of perspective. I'm going to teach you everything about perspective. I really need you to stop focusing on who did what to you. I really need you to stop focusing on which mental disorder or which version of PTSD you have. Because that is so off topic that you're wasting time and energy not healing. So welcome home. Here we have communities. So you can find people very easily with the same opinion as yours. The second thing we have here is vocabulary. We have the communication. Has anyone ever noticed how the word communication looks like communities? Why do you think that is? Think about it. So you have your community, and here we give you communication so that you can communicate outside of your own community. I am temporarily separating the communities so that 9s are 9s, 8s are 8s, 7s are 7s, because you all need to heal with your own kind. Your community is your comfort zone. Your perspective is your comfort zone, not your mother. Your community is your comfort zone. And so many of us do not have a community. We have all had to learn one real hardcore lesson very, very long and very, very deeply. You have learned how to form your own perspective completely and totally alone without the help of others. That is the lesson you have been learning. How to stabilize and formalize your perspective so it's solid, all alone, without the help of others. You have had to rely solely on your identity, on your ethics, on your beliefs, on your intuition. The problem is, most of us have had those elements taken away from us. Most of us have had our identity split into pieces, our ethics taken away and given other ethics for other people, our beliefs questioned, stomped all over, supplanted, our intuition conditioned to be ignored. And yet, how can we find ourselves in that? But we did. Despite all of that abuse, we rose above it and we found our own self-perspective alone without the help of others. I would say that we have all learned that lesson too well and too long. Because when you lose perspective on perspective itself, you lose everything. And that's what's happened to us. We lost perspective on perspective itself. So in my garden, you have communities, vocabulary, communication, comfort zone, community. You have safety here. The first rule of the garden is it is safe to come out. It is safe now. The second stage is helping you become aware of what happened to you. The material's already in place. And then I have a formula that literally gives you closure so you can finally put your trauma behind you. After that, I provide for the theoretical person who needs to understand this, triadic healing. And for the other people who don't need to understand it, who just want to enjoy life, I have the self-care regimen. Actually, that's incorrect. The self-care regimen is for people who just want to rest, soothe themselves, and just wallow in the luxury of peace. So we have the self-care regimen. If you need to understand how all of this works, I have triadic healing for you. But if you are ready to celebrate life, which is where I am, that's where I am, because I did this shit. I did this shit. And then I went, oh, now I got to understand what I did. So I wrote triadic healing. If you are ready to celebrate life, I have that too. I have Anna's Elite. And that is where I celebrate life. So that's it. Come to the garden. You get community. You get a vocabulary to communicate with the different perspectives and with each other so you know what's going on finally and what to do. You are given a comfort zone built off of a community that you can relate to. You are then coached and taught that it is safe to talk here. It is safe to be. It is safe now because look at me. I'm out here. I'm talking about it and nothing's happening to me. My abusers aren't knocking on the door. My father's not coming up screaming at me, "What did you put on YouTube?" My rapists aren't coming at me, screaming at me. There's no slander anywhere. I'm just here telling you my story, and nothing is happening because it is safe. And then I have the tools to help you become aware of what's going on and what happened to you. And I have the tools to get you the closure you need so you can finally process it and move on. And then I give you 3 choices for whatever you need indefinitely for the rest of your life. You can understand the theory through studying triadic healing. Have fun. It was a blast for me. You can nurture and soothe yourself through the self-care regimen that I have, or you can celebrate life with Anna's Elite. I feel like there's a 4th one here. There is definitely a 4th one here because I have Celebrate Life with the Earth signs. I have Triadic Healing and studying that for the air signs, for the Ravenclaws. The self-care regimens, my Cancers. Fire, fire. I'm missing fire again. It's the Aries and it's the Aries. Always the Aries. What do Aries need? Boundaries. Boundaries. Communication. Oh, yeah, the defense system. Well, yeah, I do that with vocabulary and communication. Oh, debate. Oh, the debate club. Okay, so apparently there has to be a debate and an argument club. Yeah, can you tell I'm not a fire sign? Yeah. Actually, I'm a Leo. So yeah, I am fire. I am Leo rising. Okay, so, which is why I have the crazy hair. I'm Leo rising. Okay, so debate argument would be for the fires. There you go. I get it now. I see it now. Okay, so there it is. I have finally my business plan. It only took me a year and all of this shit to figure out. I have my business plan. Finally. All right. So this is what the Healing Garden does. It only took me, yeah, okay, this is embarrassing. So this is what the Healing Garden does. It is a home for anybody who seeks refuge from the perspective war that's outside. Here we provide you with the communities you need based upon the perspective. That way you can immediately learn that you are not alone. So the first lesson inside the garden is you are not alone. And we give you the communities so you can see that you are not alone. Now, in addition to that, you're going to find vocabulary here. You're going to find the communication you need to start talking with perspective. That's been our problem, is we have not been talking with perspective. We need to learn how to talk with perspective. And I need to write this down. Talk with perspective. When we talk without perspective, that's when the whole thing falls apart. So we have the education here and the community that we can now start learning how to talk with perspective. The next thing we do is provide you with that comfort zone through the community so that you learn that it is safe to finally come out, heal, be yourself, be authentic, be you. And you are going to find that in your community, you are not going to be slandered. Furthermore, if you were to cross into other perspectives inside the Healing Garden, you would learn that other perspectives don't abuse you. You are going to see something entirely brave new world. When you walk into another perspective and you are welcomed and respected because you come bringing information, perspective, insight that no one else has, suddenly they revere you because you have the ability to teach them. Wow. Once you realize that it's safe, I give you the information you need to become aware of your problem and to get closure. It's that simple. You need to understand, you need to be aware, and you need your closure. Through those things, it's a very, very, very easy and simple process, and I've already outlined it for you. You just go through and it's done. After that, you have 3 choices, and you can mingle and exchange and do whatever you want in any order that you want. You can dive into the understanding of triadic healing. You can understand or engage and relish and nurture your body through self-care regimens where I do meditation and manifestation. There's a lot of talk on just, oh, it's all about manifestation and just meditation and turning on your love system and tuning into your love system. That's really what the self-care regimen is. It's literally reviving your love system because we've been running off of the fear system for so long. So it's like love system nurturing, love system emergency care. And then if you are ready for celebration in life, I have Anna's Elite. So yeah, there you go. That is what the Healing Garden does. So go ahead and grab the link tree below. We'll go ahead and start there. I have everything already set up. Now I'm going to be spending the next week polishing, tightening, cleaning, and articulating all of this so that it's absolutely sharpened. And then in a few weeks, around October 1st, I'm going to be bringing in my team. Oh, yes, I have a team. And they are going to be launching this. In the meantime, and this is my favorite news right now, is I have the Healing Gardens Annual Healing Convention coming up May of 2024. Go ahead and click on the link below and let me know if you're interested. I am looking for volunteers in person in New York City. I am looking for businesses who want to register their business at this convention. And I am looking for anyone who just wants to attend. Attendance for healers or for the people who seek healing is free. It's absolutely free for people who just want to come and shop the markets or experience Triadic healing or just get in there. And as if you want to keep up on news about this and follow along, we are also going to be doing a live an online convention in addition to the live convention. So if you can't make the one in New York, we are still going to have a month-long convention online on my website. And that is going to give you basically all the resources in New York online, except it's going to be, well, it's going to be online. That way you're included and you're part of it. And what we can do is literally turn it on and plug it in so that while I'm in Anna's Lounge, you'll basically be allowed to come in, or we'll have other groups. So there'll be basically we'll have a couple YouTube cameras probably set up so that, or Zoom, something, so that while people are there in the lounge hanging out, you can be right there with it as well, and probably do break-off groups or something like that. That would be awesome if we were to do break-off groups so that you can go and network and just exchange your healing experience. Oh my God, that would be amazing. Literally like a massive networking, except for healing as opposed to business networking. That's what I want to do. Okay. All right. So all the information is below. And if you love shit like this, like it, subscribe it, comment below. Thank you so much. And may the kindest of words always find you.